5 years ago, I fell, and it was a pretty significant fall, so much so that I hurt myself and needed to go to the emergency room to get checked out. And the doctor came in and told me that all of my scans looked good. There was nothing bleeding, nothing broken, nothing fractured, but that they did randomly come across a mass on my right kidney. Long story short, I had cancer. So in September of 2018, I had surgery to remove the cancerous tumor that was on my right kidney. It was scary. And one of the things I remember my husband and I asking my doctor was, since we stumbled upon it, what would have happened if we hadn't? How long would I have had it before I would have started showing symptoms? What would have happened? And my urological surgeon said that probably we wouldn't have caught it for a few years. Then I would have started showing symptoms maybe 3 or 4 years down the road. At that point, the tumor would be large enough that it would be leaning up against other organs and other tissues. So the cancer probably would have spread, and I would likely be in stage 4 cancer. And if we had not caught it, then my longevity of life would have only been about 5 more years. And that was really, really scary for me. And I remember being really focused on that 5 years and how I thought, wow, I may have only had 5 more years with my family. I kept thinking how in 5 years my life could be over. But in actuality, I only had 5 years left with my husband, David. My name is Maria Juarez, and you're listening to In This Casa. Bienvenidos. In this podcast, I aim to memorialize and honor my husband David's memory by exploring conversations about life and what it's like in my casa, and hopefully in other casas as well. Today is December 12th, 2023. You're not listening to this podcast on December 12th, but I'm recording it on December 12th. And I'm recording it on December 12th because I wanted to make sure that I used a significant day to begin this journey that I'm dedicating to my husband, David. Today is 4 months since the day that I lost my husband in an accident. David passed away in a motorcycle accident on a Saturday, August 12th. And I laid him to rest the following Saturday. And during his services, I gave his eulogy because my husband had to have the most beautiful, most dignified, most valiant send-off. And I couldn't imagine anyone else putting together the right words to celebrate my husband and his life. So I gave his eulogy. And I think the best way to explain to you who David was is to share that with you. I began the eulogy by thanking all of our family and friends for coming to his rosary and visitation to honor my husband, David Juarez. I said, our girls and I and our family are so very grateful for the outpouring of love and support. The love and kindness that David poured into the world is coming back to us 1,000-fold, and we're so very appreciative. David was truly an amazing man. His smile would light up a room, and his laugh was infectious. He was kind, considerate, welcoming, and ridiculously positive. He was a friend, a colleague, a cousin, a nephew, an uncle, a brother, a son, the best girl dad, and my soulmate, my love, my everything. My husband was tall, dark, and handsome. He's confident, consistent, smart, silly, and he knows no enemies. David is my best friend, my girl's best friend, my brother-in-law Kevin's best friend, and our dog Raven's best friend. I'm devastated for them. His bond with them was cherished and cared for and curated by David. It's irreplaceable. David was literally one of a kind. He overcame so much in life to become the spectacular human he was. He dropped out of school at 14, got his GED at 17, married young, and had children young. He always pushed forward. He worked hard and played hard, and developed himself into an intelligent professional and loving family man. He was proud of his work and his relationships with his colleagues. He was a certified project management professional and was working towards his Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology. His career was growing, and he was excited, and we were so proud of him. David was also an entrepreneur. He had a successful Etsy and Amazon shop, and he diligently supported our business endeavors. He was proud of being an example and mentor to our young family members. He would spend time with them, encourage them, and support their dreams and efforts. He was always the first on our group chats to wish them happy birthday, or an awesome first day of school, or cheerlead whatever milestone they were having. David was happy. Recently, he would tell me that he was content, and if his time was up, that he would leave this world happy and fulfilled with the life we had created. He loved his life, his wife, his girls, his home, his dog, his family, his friends, his pool, and his gadgets and toys. We experienced so much in our 13 years together, and I am eternally grateful. David brought light into this world, and he lived life to the fullest. He loved a good gathering and inviting people into our home. He was always on an adventure or planning for the next one, and he loved riding his motorcycle. It gave him a freedom only he can understand, and I supported my husband 1,000,000%, fiercely. All of his wants, dreams, aspirations, and needs. The day we lost him, he was doing what he loved to do, his Saturday routine. Wake up, run errands, go for a ride, come home, jump in the pool, drink a beer, cook out with his brother-in-law, watch the fights. He just didn't make it home, and Saturdays will never be the same. David was taking a long cruise up to Windstar when he had an accident. We were planning to go up there for his birthday, and in true David fashion, he needed to plan the adventure, so he was preparing. Driving up 35 will never be the same for me. Nothing will ever be the same for me. We were partners in life, teammates, lovers, and best friends. I am broken without my other half. I'm a strong person, but he was my rock that supported my strength. He gave me unconditional love and happiness and silliness. He was the best husband. He would plan date nights and anniversary trips. He would surprise me with gifts and shower me with love and affection. He wasn't perfect. We weren't perfect, but we were in it together and committed and in love. It pains me to think that he may have ever questioned for 1 second my love or attention or affection for him, or if I ever took him for granted. He's my world, and I love him more than anything. I miss our mornings in bed laughing. I will miss our evening cruises, our hello and goodbye kisses, our looks and gestures and responses that were just for the two of us. I will miss our projects and adventures. He and I could do anything and accomplish anything together. We're soulmates, twin flames, and I will find him in every lifetime and the next. No words can express what an amazing human my husband was, or the immense loss we have suffered in losing him. Ride high, my love. Now I'll count the weeks, days, minutes, and seconds until we are together again. I love you so much, now and forever, my love. I'm not sure what day I'm going to publish In This Casa Podcast, or vlogcast, videocast, whatever you want to call it, because it'll be on YouTube and all platforms where you can stream podcasts, probably in a few weeks. But I am committed to doing this, and I hope you join me on Saturdays and listen to what it's like in my casa. And maybe we can talk about what it's like in yours. I'll talk to you soon.